Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Down the Rabbit Hole News. I am the Rabbit. Shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for supporting my channel and being here. Now, listen, we got some stuff to get into. There's been some news that have been reported earlier this afternoon. I'm not a fan of talking about Kate Cassidy too much, and let me explain to you why. I feel like a lot of what's being talked about when it comes to Kate Cassidy is typically like third, fourth party information, like a friend of a friend or a source close to a source. And although, yeah, we get a lot of our news from sources, I struggle to really give some validity behind that, right? But I mean, apparently, Kate Cassidy had a reaction to the images that were put out there of Liam Payne by the Daily Mail UK writer Fred Kelly. Apparently, a close friend said, "Whenever it seems like it can't get more painful for Kate, it gets more painful." This is what a close friend told the Post, and that's the piece that I'm like, listen, are y'all really close friends? Because no close friend of mine is going to be talking to the Daily Mail or the Post or anybody. Like, if anything, I'm going to give my interview about my side of the situation and whatnot. This is why I kind of side eye the close friends and, just my opinion about the matter. Now, apparently, this close friend is quoted saying he could have been saved, he could have been helped. It's devastating and infuriating. What is so interesting about this is that the New York Post is saying that they couldn't independently verify the timestamp accuracy of the daily report of the Daily Mail, what they had put out there from the CCTV footage, and that it conflicts and that the timestamps conflict with other CCTV footage, which could that have been an issue of like, listen, two different cameras working at different times? Potentially. And we're going to get to the CCTV footage here in a minute because I have something more to say about that. What we can't say for sure is that we have so much conflicting information about what has happened, what happened in the lobby, what the fans saw, what others saw, who communicated with Liam, who was with him, what exactly happened. And that's the piece that I feel like we can all agree with. We have too much conflicting information and we need to get to the bottom of it, right? Well, as far as Kate Cassidy's side, I definitely feel personally that she wasn't there, right? That we know of. At least that's what's been said, that she wasn't there. And I can't help but wonder whether she was well aware, whether she felt like Liam was safe. Now, she wasn't there, but did she get a feeling of anything? When you're around stuff like that, if you're around somebody that's using or somebody that could relapse or somebody that's vulnerable, I mean, you tend to get those feelings. And so those are just questions that I have. It's like not necessarily to blame Kate Cassidy, but to seek to understand. And also, what was her feeling when she left? Clearly, she didn't want to be there. At least that's what it seems like. She couldn't wait to get home, which I can completely understand. And so to get this news about what happened to Liam Payne, what was her reaction? Where does she go from here? And is she also seeking answers, right? Does she want answers from what happened? Because my understanding is that, she loved this man. She loved this man and she was ready to, you know, potentially they were ready to set a future with each other. That's my understanding of how this relationship was happening. But you guys, let me know in the comments about that. Now, I have been tagged a lot on these videos about my feelings on whether the CCTV footage is fake. What I think about that. You guys have tagged me on a specific creator that has been really digging into different things about the CCTV footage and what opinions I have. And I'm going to be completely frank with you and honest. I don't have an opinion about whether footage is fake, fraud, or not. I am reluctant because although I know how dirty Hollywood is, I know how crazy things are in Hollywood. I'm also very much my background is in criminology, so I have, 2 degrees, and criminology is my jam, right? And the way I understand things is, anything forensics, CCTV to determine if something's fake, fraud, or phony, there's a lot of science that goes behind that. And personally, I don't feel like I have enough information to say, bam, that's fake, or this or that or the other. I think that there's a lot of questions to the CCTV footage. I also think that I question resolutions to pictures. I question different things. There was somebody who said it, and said it better than I did, which was harsh reality. He even talked about this too. Shout out to him. He talked about the resolution to certain things, and I'm kind of there. I can't 100% feel like everything is fake when it comes to the CCTV footage. I do feel like people are using that CCTV footage and stills and all this stuff to profit off of what happened to Liam Payne. So not only to profit, but I also think that footage is being used to change the narrative of things. At this point, these people have been charged, right? But I just question a lot of what's been leaked and the way that it's been leaked. And it's almost like they're trying to paint Liam Payne in like a bad light to kind of carry this like smear campaign of him. Like I even think about why Maya Hendry was, making news about Liam Payne and what was said and everything that was dropped. And I was like, I wonder why this was pushed during such a horrible time, right? Where couldn't they find resolution about that maybe later on? Like, why are we talking about what Liam Payne was like in this past relationship and all the things that happened? Is that relevant to the investigation now? And I don't think it was, but hey, um, I guess it is what it is. Some people were outraged in the comments about what the Daily Mail released. But you guys are welcome to your comments. I know a lot of you guys have said for a fact that you guys feel like Liam didn't take any drugs. And I said, listen, I heard what was in the report. Now, there's been a lot of misinformation. Keep in mind what the media pushed initially when this situation went down. You have TMC showing those photos about Liam's body when he landed with the tattoos, all right? That side of his body. Somebody sold those photos to TMZ. Who made money off of that? Okay, keep that in mind. Also, you had a lot of misinformation from the government side of Argentina when Liam died. You heard people say that he had thrown himself from the balcony. So there was a lot of assumptions about that. Completely get it. And I feel like we need to understand that we're going to get bits and pieces of information, misinformation, and some stuff it's not going to be clear until we go over it and pull more information. I have not seen a toxicology report, meaning when they first said it was Toonsy, the pink cocaine, they said that this is what he had. And then a couple weeks later, we found out that that wasn't the case. And even now I'm questioning whether that's even what was going on, because they never showed us a toxicology report from any medical office in Argentina or any of that. Nothing has been shown to show anything. So I sit here and I'm kind of questioning everything. What is sketch to me is the inconsistencies of all of this. It was reported that Liam Payne was being very violent and aggressive in the hallway and destroying his laptop. But yet you see this photo that was just released. That doesn't look like a violent man. It was reported that he was convulsing. But yet you see that picture right there, and then you hear the 911 call, and nowhere in the 911 call does it say, listen, we need medical help. This man is convulsing. There was nothing done to help save his life at that moment. Even the Rogelio Nores is sketch as AF as well. Why? He says he left 40 minutes. And now that's the time frame that he gave. But do we have any real timestamps to show that? No. Do I have a picture or a still of Rogelio Nores leaving the Casa Sur Palermo with a timestamp? We don't. Now, what I do know is that Rogelio Nores is very connected to the Argentinian government. And Rogelio Nores is going to do whatever he can to get himself out of there. Okay, I'm telling you that there's a lot that goes back there. One thing that we do on this channel is we talk about true crime, and then we do exposing the industries, and then we talk about cults. A little bit of everything, right? So for me, this is an example of exposing the industries. We need to pay attention to Liam Payne's financials when it comes to Rogelio Nores, the manager, not manager, but really manager, because he led us to believe something different. He lied to the family. This is why Liam Payne's dad came out and said what he said. There was an email that was written that he was even talked about that. Listen, there's so much to this that I could tell you opinion wise. This is what looks gray. This is what looks just off. But as far as the CCTV footage, I just can't give you that opinion. I definitely think that there's a lot of things sketch, and maybe there might be more that comes out later from maybe a more data driven scientific way of looking at things to figure out whether there is some validity behind that. But at this point, I just can't really give you guys an opinion about it because it's just not my area. But y'all are amazing. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about it. And I'll see you guys on the next one. We'll continue to report as much as we can. Bye, guys.